Hey guys, what's up? We're back with some more reactions after dark, and we are, of course, going to be watching. She found hundreds of jars of sailors in her uncle's RV, obviously by Stephanie Sue. Now, that, of course, is a title and a half. So I don't know what that even means. Like, what do you mean? Jars of hundreds of jars of sailors in her uncle's RV? Like, what? Because there is kind of like a not necessarily a joke there, but like being put into the jar is kind of like an anime kind of joke, or not necessarily an anime joke, but something like that is in the wheelhouse of anime and uh, I guess other like cartoon stuff. There's a joke there somewhere, but there's no way this is like the get in the jar kind of thing. Like, why does he have this? Like, do we even want to know why he has this? Do I even want to sit here and speculate why he would have that stuff? Question mark. I guess let's just go in and see why. Don't really have anything to say this time around. No hater segment. Yeah, just regular Saturday. Nothing really to say today, so we can just probably get straight into it. As usual, we're gonna skip past the eating part.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Stephanie and today we are back with another mukbang!
We have a lot of snacks in the background. Are those real or props? Because it kind of feels like you wouldn't want to have that stuff just sitting back there if it was real. Just wasting away, like literally wasting food if you're not gonna like use it. But maybe they will eat it. But I feel like that's too much junk food for them to just eat on their own. Like no matter how long they end up keeping it, unless that stuff lasts for a while. Anyways, skip to them talking about the stories. We're kind of where it starts. Like she said some things here and there, but she actually hasn't actually started until right now, so she's just about to start. Also, she had Caseify ad, caseify.com/bis is the ad on this one.
This is confession number 1. This is, oh, by the way, if you guys don't know, I read your confessions, anonymous confessions, of course. I'm going to leave a little link to a Google Docs. It's all anonymous. Please make it as long as you need to, and we're going to be reading them. Number 1, this is the story of when I got into neck deep on having a crush on men who were at the time 63 and 47 years old. And mind you, I was literally not of age. Okay, I was 15
Wait, okay.
years old.
It's a minor who's crushing on grandpas.
Now, to set the scene, it was a normal Tuesday on my economics class, and we were talking about sovereignty, as we all usually do. Just casual discussion sessions, and we were divided into these 3 groups. I got in with the smart kids group, and they were talking about Elon Musk.
How do we know this is not just a story that Stephanie put in here? It's actually Stephanie's story. She's just pretending it's not hers. Because didn't she say in the last episode that she did really like her one teacher, and he was like 60 or something? He was like really old. Like if she had to name a crush, it was some old man, question mark. So how do we know this is not just Stephanie's story?
In fact, am the stupidest in econ and was kind of well known for it. I wasn't really interested, and I didn't do any contributions to the group until my group mate showed me a picture of the guy, and I didn't know who it was, and I was intrigued. My immediate thought was, holy shit, he's bussin'. And I asked, who is that? It was Elon bussin' Musk. I got obsessed with him, and at the time I was having a crush. I was also having a crush on Mr. Vladimir Putin, cry emoji. Side note, I really like parental support and presents, whatever it is. Anyways, at the time my mom caught my father cheating on her, and he has children with his mistress, and he's even secretly married to the mistress, clown emoji. Oh, this is a lot. I'm sorry, this is a lot. So they argued every second of the day. I was very obsessed with Elon Musk and Putin. Like in today's climate, I don't know, girl. I don't know if you can be putting this out there. To the point I made an Instagram.
Yeah, what year was this? Again, still 3 years ago. Was it okay to... Was it still not necessarily okay, but... I guess I could just say okay. To like Elon 3 years ago? Question mark. Yes. Well, not necessarily yes, but now I feel like you're not allowed to. Putin, I mean, that's just a giveaway. Like no, right? So that's kind of a crazy thing to say that you were crushing on Vladimir like that.
Instagram account dedicated to them, and even went as far as creating a Wattpad account, and I made fanfics about them adopting a kid.
Okay.
I actually used my name for the main character. Yes, I was that desperate. So of course, this is the most cringe.
Oh yeah, by the way, look at him. He's been stuck on this face for a while listening to this story.
Whatever. I even badly photoshopped Elon Musk and my name for the main character. Yes, I was that desperate. So of course, this is the most cringe pilot ever. I even badly photoshopped Elon Musk and Putin's pictures together. I feel like I'm being canceled. I just want to make it clear, I wasn't the one photoshopping.
She's honest though.
At least it's anonymous.
Yeah,
She's
this is a
honest.
confession, to be fair. I think these accounts are still there, but I haven't logged into them because I feel the shame, LMFAO. I never told a single soul about this, but I remember one time I wanted to name my future son Gertrude because that was the name of Elon's pig that he used to experiment Neuralink with.
Neuralink.
Wow.
Oh, Biss, I almost forgot. I even begged my parents to let me study nuclear weaponry in hopes Putin might notice me someday. Clown emoji.
What?
All right.
What?
I don't know. This feels like too crazy now, but I don't know. I feel like kids do crazy stuff, right? So maybe she's telling the truth with this one. I don't know. Also, I didn't realize he was using Neuralink on pigs. I know he was doing it on monkeys, and like monkeys were just like dying left and right because of it. But I don't remember. Well, I don't remember. I didn't know he used it on a pig too. It would be nice if you could just figure it out without killing anything, because I kind of am on board with what I would refer to as jacking in, which is like VR stuff, but where it actually just takes over your entire brain, which actually make it more real. Cause I'm obviously crazy about VR. I mean, I just got a MetaQuest 3, which is VR, but I've never actually used VR until like literally yesterday. Even though I've been obsessed with VR since I was a kid, I've been waiting my entire life to try to get some VR, but like didn't have the money. Plus, it wasn't really good enough yet, right? But even now, like I'm using the 3. I've used the 3 a bit, and even now I'm like, wow, how expensive this thing is, and waiting for so long. It's actually not that great. I was hoping to be more blown away. I'm still not blown away yet. So maybe if I actually play some stuff, because I haven't really played anything with it, but maybe I'll be blown away if I actually start using it a bit more. But first impressions it's fine. It's not what I've been looking forward to my entire life, which more so would be jacking in, or I guess maybe like a better way to refer to it as full dive, which is, the system actually jacks into your brain and replaces your senses with whatever it is it's trying to show you. So like, essentially, like it would show you like a video game, right? A virtual world. Like I'm interested in that, and Neuralink would be, like, the first stepping stone to that kind of thing. But again, like he's out here killing monkeys and stuff, right? Doing that, so it's like, can you like figure it out without killing things, Elon? Hello. I think he has put it into a human, and a human has been using it. I don't know if there's multiple, but I know there's a guy who, I don't know if he's fully disabled or if he's just in a wheelchair. I think he's like fully disabled. Like he can't really use his arms either. So he'd opted in to have it put into his brain, and he actually is able to control a computer with just his brain, which that's kind of cool. But last thing I heard was that the connectors were actually coming out, so that it wasn't actually working properly anymore. So I don't know if that's changed or not, or if they fixed that or made it better, but yeah, I don't know. Just again, just interesting, that kind of concept. If we'll ever have like full dive VR, it doesn't even have to be something that inserts into your brain. It could just be like a helmet that goes on it, like completely controls your senses, which is what you'd usually see in like anime or whatever, like Sword Art Online or something. Even though in Sword Art, of course, if anyone knows about Sword Art actually ends up going bad and becomes if you die in the game, you die for real scenario. But that's if you have any like crazy people who are making these kind of things and whatnot. But anyways, off our freaking VR tangent, it's just topical because they were talking about Neuralink there and that pig.
That's not.
I was a wild child. Thanks for hearing this. I'm 18 now and I have no obsession for them anymore.
Oh.
Unless.
Is that what she said?
What's that?
She did, unless.
What?
Here's an egg. Go save yourself. See, here's a problem with econ majors. That's a problem.
I feel like if you say unless, then you're just trying to pretend like you aren't but she actually is still obsessed with him? Question mark. I don't believe her if she's gonna say unless at the end. If she actually did say unless, because you only say unless as a tactic, to like save yourself, right? It's just a defensive mechanism to be like, oh yeah, I don't like this thing. Unless you're cool with it, well then I do like it. You're playing both fields. You can say yes to something or no to something, and depending on the person, how the person feels, and you can get away with it no matter what the option is.
I'm just kidding.
Wow.
Amazing.
But this is wow.
Get the fork out of here.
All right, next one.
I really hope that there's no dictators in this one. So number 2, I was born in a typical Asian tiger family as a second child. But because my older sibling had an unknown birth defect that weakened his nerves, which made him struggle in physical performing tasks, I stood up as the oldest ever since I was a toddler. Good on you, bits. Like, that takes a lot of skill. My mom was a teacher and my dad was an engineer, so I knew very well that I need to be good at school and especially at math. So I did. I was always the top of my class to the point I even had the audacity to correct my teachers. But on the summer after my elementary graduation, my neighboring cousin me. And I kept it a secret because of my fear of the possible consequences.
It kind of came out of nowhere. Like, who knew this is where this was gonna go?
Like, my dad would get angry and kill my cousin, which would put my dad in jail. And because of my previous achievements, I got into an elite high school that only admitted top performing students, but I already lost my confidence and motivation. All I did was sleep in class and I barely talked to anybody in school. Because I was isolated, I was also heavily bullied. I tried to find things that I like gaming and drawing and playing the piano, but my disappointed parents decided to prohibit me from doing them because they thought it was distracting me from my academics. But in reality, it was distracting me from depression. The only thing I enjoyed in school was math class, and it was the only thing that pushes me to go to school every day. So I knew very well that I would go into engineering. I told my parents that I wanted to be an engineer, but they were not happy about it. They wanted me to become a
Why?
doctor or else they'd stop supporting me.
I don't know if there's like a standard Asian family. I don't know. She said something about tiger. Is that like an Asian tradition way to talk about something? Because I don't know what that means. I'm assuming this is an Asian family if they're like so obsessed with being a doctor. Because I feel like engineer is like that's a top tier job. Like, why would they be upset about that?
So I went to college, I took pre-med bachelor's degree, which was nice because this career doesn't require you to talk a lot. With all the pressure, sadness, and pain, I've attempted to end my life 3 times during my college years. Fortunately, I was able to move out of the house, which made things easier for me mentally. I started trying to build my confidence in speaking to people, but because I started making friends pretty late, I still have severe anxiety when talking, and I was still alone most of the time. When I found your channel 3 years ago, Pistol, I would play your videos because it was like I have friends to hang out with while I eat. Through the stories you shared, I was able to make friends and hold conversations by telling the stories you tell to them as well. I would recommend food, and I tried cooking the dishes you guys eat and shared those food to people. It built my confidence extremely, and you taught me self-love, and you taught me to be confident. I'm still a work in progress, but I believe I'm in a better place now. I'm already on my 3rd year of my doctorates in medicine, and I'm about to enter my internship. So thank you, Stephanie, Steph Fiance, Dan,
Well, me too.
and everyone else. You're a major reason why I'm still standing today. I love you, and I'm so sorry for everything you went through, but you know what? I am so proud of you. Can I say that? I am so, and it wasn't even me. Like, my videos don't do anything. I know you're like making it like your videos, Stephanie, like the stories you tell, the food you eat. That was all you. I just post stupid videos. So, I'm so proud of you, and I love you too. And like,
I don't think I really have anything to say about that. One, that one was just specifically directed at Stephanie. Though I feel like it's not that of like a happy ending, obviously, because that happened to them. I don't think they told their family right, because I was confused on the part where she said dad would kill the cousin. I think she was saying if she told them he would do that, and thus, well, I don't know if this is a she or he. If they told their father he would do that, and they don't want him in jail, so they didn't tell him. So the parents don't know that this happened to them. They're obsessed with the doctorate, so they're actually not even going into the career that they would like to spend the rest of their life doing. Because I think she said she's still doing, or they are still doing their doctorate, right? Medical doctorate stuff. So they're going to go be a doctor, like their parents want to, which is doing what your parents want you to do and not what you want to do. So it's like good that they are, doing better, but they're still kind of like, it's not a complete happy ending, right? Because again, like, they're not even doing what they want to do with their life, unfortunately.
I would want you to be my doctor. You know what I mean? Fix me.
Short
Okay, the
break.
kimchi butters are done. We took a little break. We've got the
I don't know if this is like an actual break or what. I guess I'll skip to when they're doing more of the story. Because who knows how long this is going to take. It actually wasn't that long. It wasn't a big deal. I could have left that in.
So I'm gay, and I'm from a very religious country in Asia. I studied really hard and I got a scholarship to study in Spain. There I kind of decided to be a bit wild. I mean, to Westerners it might seem normal or tamed, though, but FYI, I was and I still am a virgin though. Anyway, I was kind of obsessed with sex toys. Ha. I said I was kind of obsessed with sex toys. Ha. Okay, I tried a lot of kinky and weird toys. So a little by little, I got way in over my head. One day my friend discovered my stash of sex toys in my room and he was so shocked. Because I'm a very timid guy, and the toys, they were too kinky. Another shocking news was that the dildos that I had, some of it was too big, and that gave him quite a shock. In my defense, yes, the dildo is bigger compared to my private part, but I just thought that it was the normal size for Europeans. Turns out the dildo was even big for European standards.
Oh, sheesh. Then that's big.
Have you seen a European?
I want to.
You want to see a European penis?
How are you single? Cause...
Since then, every time he looked at me, he just blushed and pretended nothing happened. Something similar happened again, but it was at the airport in my country. When I finished my studies there, I returned to my country in Asia, but I also brought back all the toys that I bought there. So I didn't know that.
I feel like he's going to end up with his roommate, question mark. I'm assuming he's talking about what is, how is a weird way to say this without actually saying what they're referred to as? No, because he's gay and he has weird paraphernalia. You would automatically assume, if you know anything about this kind of stuff, which I only know because of people making jokes about it all the time, like 10 years ago or so. That's why I know what I'm about to say. Rude lizard, we'll call it. Rude lizard with wings. If you know what I'm talking about, because I'm just using words that aren't actually what I'm trying to say. But if you know what paraphernalia aimed at gay guys is called, then you know what I mean by rude, or not rude, mean. Mean's not even a good word either. Rude or mean. What is a good word for that? Evil? Evil. Yeah, evil winged lizard. Just turn evil into like a 3-letter word. That's the same thing. And then a winged lizard. What is a winged lizard? You should know what that is. And then you'll have what I'm trying to refer to.
That they were all gonna scan my big luggage bag before exiting the arrival gate. And I was
Oof.
so nervous. What happens if they asked me to open up my bag? Well, yeah, during the scanning, I saw the screen and it was obvious that there are a few dildos and a vibrator-shaped object in my bag.
Yeah, they're gonna assume that it's weaponry? Question mark?
Somehow, the security guy, though it was a guy, and he opened and inspected the bag, and when he opened the bag, he was so shocked, he just stood there silently. After an eternity, looking at me, he picked one of the dildos up, and suddenly, he accidentally pushed the button, and the dildo starts vibrating.
In front of them?
Why would he do that? Like, you know what they are. Just close the bag and move on.
The airport, right?
That's so awkward, dude.
And like the worst part is I've seen it before, and it's not like a wiggle wiggle, it's like a very aggressive, like, and it's like if you put it on the table, it'll probably fly off the table.
Really?
Yeah, because it's like, and it'll fall off.
And the nose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the biggest dildo I had.
How big was it? Does he know?
He says it's
Did
bigger
he-
than European size, so should we Google
What's
the-
European size?
Okay, don't Google it. Well, how many inches do you think Asian size is?
Okay, like, obviously this isn't true.
Yeah.
Because, that survey is just randomized.
Uh-huh.
But on Google, it said it was like, the average was like 3.2
Bruh,
What?
it's 4.5.
Asians?
Yeah.
Okay, not too bad. Okay.
All right, average European size in inches is flaccid, it's 3.6 inches, erect is 5.6, average European.
Damn.
What? Isn't... I thought she was gonna say like 8,000, not what literally the average you would think it is. Well, I mean, she's at 5'6", it's like 6. 6 is the average. I thought 6 was the average, so like, why do they keep saying like Europeans are like crazy? That's just average. Like, what do you mean? That's supposed to be the average scale, is 6. I mean, again, 5'6" is less than 6, but 6 is supposed to be the average. So I thought she was saying like, oh, the European average actually is like bigger than the average, and it's like 8,000. But no, it's literally just the standard minimum.
So if it's bigger than European size, if a European guy is gonna sit there and be shocked at his dildos, listen, I'm gonna be conservative and give it a good like 12 inches, like a foot long dildo. And I don't know why in my head I'm picturing the scene and it's pink with glitter. Okay, maybe it's a glass
Or
one.
purple.
Yeah, but is it veiny? I think that's important. You gotta add these details in because I really need to be able to picture it. This is the biggest deal that I had. He was stunned. He tried to stop it by pushing the button again, but then it just vibrated harder. And he looked at me and he just gave the vibrating dildo to me. Everyone there saw me holding a freaking big vibrating dildo in my hand that day. I don't know if I would ever be able to live this down.
I'll probably never go to that airport again.
Yeah, but I mean, think about all the people that just saw you.
Oh yeah, that's on my bag.
Yeah, I think I would have
abandon
been.
my suitcase.
You should have pretended like
I would have been in the suitcase.
you didn't know it was there. Like, wait, what?
What do you mean you don't know? That's in front of your suitcase.
Yeah, but also it has like 5 of them. Like, how is someone implanting 5 dildos into your bag? Okay, I guess that's the newest mission. Next trip we go on, there's gonna be a dildo in Dan Dan's bag, and he's not gonna know.
I saw a TikTok someone
Why would you do this, Em? That I feel like that's not okay.
slide a speaker in their dad's suitcase, and then he controller started moaning. The dad was freaking out, like what?
Oh, that's so
That's
good.
weird.
That's so good, right?
Yeah,
That's so
I
good.
seen someone.
Then watch out your suitcase now.
Yeah,
Why?
better watch out.
Don't do that.
A yogurt jelly. So good. I was in the relationship with the man of my dreams. Are you guys listening to this?
Yeah.
The man of her dreams, okay? As much as we loved each other, we found out that I was infertile, and he started distancing himself from me, and we separated because the relationship was getting unhealthy. I don't blame him. I understand.
But you just have to talk about it, like, right? Being distant and be like, okay, we're gonna break up. You should be like, hey, I want kids, and you're infertile. Let's have a discussion about this. And if it ends up in breakup, then that's fine. Not just, I'm gonna stop talking to my other and then eventually just break up with them, right? I feel you have to talk like adults.
Do you though? Because I don't. We had intercourse and we held each other for the last time, and not that long after the whole separation, I found out that I was pregnant, and I kept the baby. It's been 18 years, and her name is, beautiful name, and she has hazel eyes and the same nose and smile like her father. I found out that he never got into a relationship after the separation, and 7 years later, he killed himself. My daughter and I go to his grave and talk to him, and I wish he knew that he had a daughter who loves him. She showed me her channel before she left for college. My confession is that my daughter thinks he died due to his health and when he took his own life.
Wow.
That got.
Hello? If your daughter watches this channel, doesn't that mean she just learned that her father, self-deleted? Did you just, like, break it to her? Because I think she just said that her daughter doesn't know that, he, did it himself. So I don't know how that's going to end up turning out with them. Yeah, that's kind of an unfortunate kind of story, because you want to feel like he's the bad guy at the beginning, but like maybe he actually did that because maybe he wanted to be with them so much that it was like, oh, I can't have a child with this person, that's the one. But they ended up breaking up, and then he just ends up not getting with anyone ever after them, and just ends up exiting this existence. So oof.
Serious.
But I think this is one of those situations where, like, I feel like I'm sure moms feel a lot of guilt for lying to their daughter about something so big, but that's a lie I think I could forgive my mom easily for. I mean, maybe I might be a little bit like, oh my God, why didn't you tell me? Like, I didn't want my mom to feel that burden by herself. But this is, wow.
Wow.
If Dan Dan hears this, Dan Dan, I'm so freaking sorry.
Why?
LMAO.
Oof. Is this person gonna have a crush on him and did weird stuff? That's all I could think of.
LMAO?
That's the confession.
It's confession number 5.
Oh.
I'm gonna preface this by saying that I've been into Dan Dan for a long time.
Yep. I knew exactly where this was going. I was like, what could it be other than like, whoever's talking likes him?
Okay. All right. I was there for his YouTube channel. I never ever miss a stream.
Oh, sheesh.
Even for his 24-hour birthday stream, I watched it during work.
Oh, sheesh.
Damn.
Wow.
What's her name? I might know.
So he's like, what?
It's like a guy. It's a big, like, old bear. It's not even a girl.
What's her number? What's her number?
No,
I don't know.
her username is.
No, it's anonymous.
Yeah, it's definitely a big old teddy bear.
You'll never know which one it is.
I know all my
Which one of
viewers'
them?
usernames.
Oh yeah? Oh
Yes.
yeah? Oh yeah? Do you know that I'm watching? Listen, I don't
that.
even watch all of his streams. You're better than me.
Dang.
So yeah, I really love Dan Dan a lot. More than we do, it seems. It'll make more sense as to why I did what I did. What did you do? When I was 20, I decided to be spontaneous and take a crazy vacation. So I hopped on a plane to Seoul for a month-long vacation. I had the time of my life. My first week there, I went clubbing with my friend from Busan who had come up to see me.
And she met Dan Dan there?
Yeah, I'm like, is this where
No
it's
way.
going? When were you in Korea? You were there not too long ago.
I was.
It's been 5 years, no?
Oh, because it's before quarantine?
It's been
Oh,
5 years
it's
now.
been a
Yeah,
while.
Yeah,
2017.
Damn.
So I was. Yeah.
That can be right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she said my first week there, she went clubbing. We went clubbing at this club. I met this guy who was really into me. And I was bored and I decided to feed into his ego. He kind of looked like Dan Dan.
Okay.
Right? And I find Dan Dan very attractive. Listen, this is illegal as his cousin.
I think I know where this is leading.
Did you submit this, Dan Dan?
Yeah, Dan Dan, get out of here. It's you typing.
I feel like the first one was The Stephanie confession. This is the Dan Dan confession, where they made it up. Though, is she gonna make this guy roleplay as this guy, as Dan Dan?
I find Dan Dan very attractive. Anyways, so we're dancing and hanging together, and he invites me back to his apartment. I go back with him, and we get down to doing the nasty. Best I ever had.
Sheesh.
I spent the night, and when I woke up, he was laying next to me and we were talking. And he randomly goes, "Why did you keep calling me Dan Dan last night?"
Yep.
That's what I like. Huh?
I was like, huh? What? Where did Dan Dan get brought up here? He then explained to me that while we were fucking, I kept saying, Dan Dan.
This is
I'm gonna throw up.
Just imagine.
Ew, how does this make you feel? You just ruined some poor dude's life in Korea. He will always remember this.
Is he gonna say he feels flattered? Shouldn't you, like, wouldn't you want to feel flattered? I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, he's probably your number one hater right now. He's probably the one.
Hey, that's okay.
And so I profusely apologized. I didn't realize I was so drunk, balls out of my mind, that I called him the name of a streamer that I watched. It was so embarrassing, but he didn't mind. His literal words were, "That's fine, my name is Daniel, so you don't have to worry."
Oof.
What?
That's so.
Whoa, it's so freaking embarrassing, but I got over it. 2 years later, he actually moved to LA to be with me, and we're going very strong.
Wait, so they're dating right now?
They're together now.
Dan Dan, I'm so damn sorry.
Dang, he took my girl.
He took your girl.
What?
And you know what's so sad?
What?
She be screaming your name, but you still single, and they're living a
What?
happy
She gotta
life.
scream louder. Like I can't hear it.
He's like, I'm on the other side of the country. I'm coming, baby. Just gotta say my name. Okay, next
wild.
confession. I keep eating these. Get these away from me, and my mouth is on
Yes,
fire.
dude. So
Can I get the
spicy.
jellies? Wow.
Again, are they just like working out 24/7? Because how do they just eat so much food that seems so unhealthy a lot of the times, and they're literally just eating junk food in mass right now? I don't understand how these people do this and stay like -5 pounds, other than just spending their entire life at the gym. Question mark. I don't know what husband looks like, so who knows with him, but these two are skinny, right? Question mark. So how are, I don't get it.
Have you had this?
Yeah, it's really. I think I would say this is my favorite. No, seriously. Actually.
What?
Yeah, it is.
More than the koalas?
Yeah.
Here, I'm gonna get you some plum
This,
juice.
this is really good.
In middle school, I got extremely close with my 7th grade science teacher. Bro, y'all need
What is with the freaking teachers?
to stop fucking your teachers. I'm saying that with love, you know? Doesn't care about you. I got extremely close with my 7th grade science teacher. He wasn't a pedophile at all. What a great...
Again, it's a lot of like women having crushes on dudes, their male teachers. I assume like guys have crushes on their female teachers. Maybe they shouldn't admit to it, and women are more inclined to admit to saying, "Hey, they had a crush on their hot teacher?" Question mark. Slash, it's kind of skewed because confirmation bias. Because you'd assume maybe the most like Stephanie's demographic is actually probably like high amount of females rather than males, and thus the people who are doing confessions are mostly women. So there's some confirmation bias there.
Great. Okay. No, he actually wasn't. He was a wonderful man with 4 kids and a wife that he loved dearly. He told terrific stories, somehow making them pertain to science. And all of his students loved him more than anything, in a PG student-teacher way. I'm sorry for accusing you. I'm sorry.
I know,
I don't know why I
what
did
the
that.
heck?
I'm so sorry. That was my fault. That was my dirty mind. That is a reflection of me and my thoughts and not yours, okay? I always stayed back for the last period of the day because our middle school had 2 shifts, early and late shift. So there were 9 periods total. Some students had 1 through 8 and others had 2 through 9. Bro, this is like the softest looking thing
that's
ever. It looks
beautiful,
fake.
Is that matcha?
I don't know, it looks beautiful.
Oh,
Is it good?
not sweet enough. Could be sweeter.
I like that.
Could be sweeter.
Okay, so it's like
Bang.
just like bang.
Like bang.
Just like a regular bang.
It's just like, bang.
Like no flavor.
No flavor, yeah, it's just white bread, it's just bang.
With colors.
Yeah. Okay, there's 9 periods total. Some students had 1 through 8 and others had 2 through 9. We talked a lot and I developed a great bond with him. During lunch breaks, I would always hang out with him and a couple of other students. He was like a supervisor for our very cringy and middle school conversations. Anyway, this is just all context for what an excellent teacher this man was. And I developed a crush on him. I freaking knew it!
I knew it.
Yo, teacher fucker. Sorry. Okay, sorry. Yeah, this wasn't a crush. It was a middle school obsession. Like how people are obsessed with BTS and genuinely believe that they would marry Park Jimin. Are you telling me I'm not gonna marry him right now?
Am I
Okay.
back to me?
She says, married to someone across the table.
No, you're better. You're Chunggu. Who's your favorite?
I really like Kofi. I love him. He's my
Why?
favorite.
Why?
Anytime I watch interviews, he just has like a really because when you see interviews of all of them, it's natural for your eyes to gravitate to one person. So I don't really necessarily have a bias per se, but I noticed that in interviews, my eyes, like I'm watching him, because he has like funny mannerisms and he'll like randomly blurt things out. So I think he's funny. What was I saying? Oh yes, this obsession became so unhealthy that I found his Instagram account and obsessed over his gym pictures. Ooh. One day I was there during lunch break and he went to the teacher's lounge to pick up his lunch. It's getting spicy. What he forgot about was the fact that he had left his phone on the desk.
Oh my gosh.
Another thing he forgot about was that it was unlocked. Bitch.
What?
I grabbed it like the fucking gremlin I was. I just imagine you like being a little creep.
She's brave.
Okay, I grabbed it like the gremlin I was and I started scrolling through the images in the albums and I found something so perfect, so delicious. It was
What is this picture gonna be? Hopefully it's just a normal picture and safe for work and not some sort of nude question mark. Because the worst I would assume is if he's like devoted to his family, it would just be nudes of his wife question mark on his phone. But if he has some of him, then oof. Hopefully it's just like a picture of him like shirtless or something. Something fine. Because she's like hyping this up as something like a work of art. And it's like, what are you talking about?
It was like a dream for a kid going through puberty whose hormones were going through whack. I found a secret album of this man's wife's nudes.
Oh, see? I knew. Like, again, if he's so devoted, he would have a folder of his wife. Question mark.
And I could not stop scrolling. I genuinely mean it when I tell you how voluptuous and beautiful her ass and boobs were. And yes, it's pretty weird seeing that from a third-party perspective. But I will tell you this. It's safe to say that going through my 7th grade teacher's phone allowed me to come to terms with my sexuality. My teacher's crush's wife's naked body was my gay awakening. Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah.
And then that
Yeah.
photo.
Not where thought that was going, but sure.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm more amazed how like she had the guts to check your teacher's phone.
Yeah, that's the part that I'm amazed about.
Like you might get in trouble. I guess she doesn't
Yeah,
care.
and I think I'm amazed at that and the fact that this teacher leaves it unlocked on his school desk and he doesn't put the photo album in like a locked app.
That's
You know what I
true.
mean? It's just hanging out in his freaking iCloud. That's dangerous. The following week, I came out to this man, and every meeting he would go to that pertained to LGBTQ plus advocacy, he would ask me questions. He even asked me how I was able to come to terms with my identity.
So one day,
I'll saw you off naked. And I had to make up the most random excuse, anything to cover up the fact that I drooled over his wife's nudes. I've grown since then. I hope that I have, because that memory still disgusts but intrigues me to this day. Jesus Christ. I want to say that I found your YouTube channel when COVID-19 first hit, and my mental health was at an all-time low, and I even attempted. Your videos helped me fall asleep, and they made me smile at dark times. I'm now in high school, and my mental health has heavily improved, partly because of your videos. I've been a loyal subscriber, and I don't think there's a video of yours that I haven't seen. I try my best to keep up with your podcast, though. I'm sure you know how high school in an Asian household is.
Oh.
I love you, Steph Fiance, and Dead.
Really? Oh
Please
my
keep up
God.
the incredible work in making the world a better place,
Thank you.
one smile at a time. Fitz, I love you. I just want to say, I don't know, this confession, like, it's, you know, I'm supposed to be creeped out because you went through your teacher's phone, but it's kind of a cute story.
I don't know about that, but invasion of privacy. And that wife's privacy got invaded pretty heavily. I'm pretty sure she would be upset about that if she found out.
In the end,
In the end,
it's good.
yeah, for everyone but that teacher.
Yeah, but
I mean, I
you'll
think-
never know though.
yeah, he would never know.
And then we get an email. I'm the 7th grade science teacher. This is pertinent to the story. My wife is voluptuous. This is not pertinent to the story. Next confession. Hi, Biz. I have a weird and creepy family secret I'm gonna try to tell. I'm gonna try to tell it as best as I can from what I've heard. I used to have an uncle. He passed away when I was like 2 years old. And everybody raved about this uncle. I would always hear him.
Is this the uncle story? Oof. Are we about to figure out where the jars came
Family
from?
members calling him a saint, an angel, and all around a good person. He shared a room with my grandmother, which is his mom, right? Until he got sick, and mind you, he's a grown man at that point. He decided he wanted to get an RV and live in it, so he parked it in the backyard. He lived in it for a few years until he died in the hospital due to neglected diabetes, and that was all I knew until I turned 18. One night, my mother and I were just hanging out talking. Like you'd have a sleepover with a friend and stay up all night talking. I would frequently do that with my mom because we both have insomnia. But this night was different. We shared deep, dark secrets. Which, side note, let me know when was that moment. There is a moment when you become of age and your parents sit you down and they tell you all the family secrets.
Have you had the moment yet, then?
No.
Not yet?
I hope not.
You hope not.
I just don't. I'd rather not know than know.
So, really dark secrets though, like sexual assault, drug abuse experiences, etc. And then she mentioned my uncle, and she warned me not to tell anyone about what she was about to say. They always do that.
They always do say that.
The way she
I don't think I've had this scenario happen to me.
spoke led me to believe he murdered someone. But this was weirder than just plain murder. She started off by telling me that one day, when she was a little girl, she walked into the kitchen where her father, uncle, and other family members were sitting at the table. She walked by him, and he grabbed her by the face with both his hands. So the uncle grabbed her mom's face by his hands, she's a little girl, and licked her cheek from the jaw to the temple. Just like from
the
here
jaw
to here.
To the temple? What the
What
heck?
the heck?
And when my mom told me this, I said, "No, you're lying," and I laughed. But she shook her head in silence. And I knew she was telling the truth. She goes on to tell me about his RV. When he died, they obviously needed to get rid of the trailer, and no one wanted to go inside to clean it because it smelled so bad. So they sent my mom, who's still a child, by the way, into the RV to clean it herself. She said it smelled like death, and she still remembers the smell to this day. What she found made me question everything I've ever been told. My poor mother found hundreds of jars filled with semen, human feces, and urine.
Oh.
Wait, not just the sailors, but freaking excrement as well? Like, what was his problem?
And no one said a word about it. If you asked anyone, they would all laugh and call you crazy. Thanks, Stephanie. Can't wait to see your video. My husband and I love watching you.
It's his own urine, right?
Yeah. What do you think?
You'd assume, like, where's he getting it from? Like, where else would it be? I think he's over there kidnapping people, making them, you know, go to the bathroom in jars, or going into bathrooms and scooping it up. Like, where else would it be coming from? Question mark. I thought this was just like a pony in the jar scenario, but no, this is like worse than that. Jesus.
Okay, I thought it was like collecting other people's urine and semen.
Does that make it better or worse?
Worse?
She's collecting
Why is
it.
it collecting it?
Okay, I'm trying to
man.
think, right? Like one or the other, I can make an excuse, right? If it's just the jar, and I'm envisioning it right now. If it's just the jar of urine, I'm like, oh, easy peasy, he lives in an RV, maybe the toilet's clogged, right? If it's
Sure.
just the poop, I'm thinking, maybe a poop fetish? Maybe.
Yeah, maybe
yeah.
for
It's still kind of gross. Or for like a doctor thing.
fertilize.
Yeah, fertilizer, compost.
Fertilizer.
Exactly. And then you're like, the semen, you know, I've heard some crazy stories of women like filling up jars of semen and buying it and then rubbing it all over their face as a skincare, not
I was like, where's she going with this? And I was like, okay, wait, hold on. Actually, she's not crazy. What Stephanie's saying right now isn't crazy. Allegedly, it does have skincare applications, question mark. Like, don't at me. Stephanie's saying it. Don't get mad at me for saying that. Stephanie already admitted to saying it. So, allegedly, it is a skincare thing.
not for sexual purposes.
Really?
Which I think is a myth. Listen, I want to know who the fuck
Sure, it could be a myth.
came out with that stupid story that semen is nature's skincare. I bet a
I mean, you can.
dude came up with that shit.
Sure, of course. I mean, that's the joke. Like she's getting upset about it, but hold on, she's pretending to be upset about it, but that is the joke. So that guys can just do whatever they want, and have girls be up for it because it's supposed to be for skincare.
Because
Hey,
it's a freaking dude.
I mean, then wouldn't every guy just put it on their face?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, your semen's with
Like,
it.
if it
You use
fixes
it.
acne and stuff?
Yeah.
I mean, sheesh.
It's for the
I would use
vitamins.
it.
You can take a
You
shot.
will use it in there?
If it actually heals my acne, why not? I'll just put it on the. Actually.
Confession number 8. It's titled Bad Sex, Panic Attacks, and 10-Year Age Gaps. Let's go. So aggressive. So I was desperate, horny, and a naive teenager with mild to severe paternal problems, aka daddy issues. I obviously craved male validation, and I was always on the hunt for some scandalous situation I could turn into some juicy story content. My friends knew that, my teachers knew that, and my parents probably did too. But little did they know, I would go on to lose my virginity to a guy that was 10 years older than me when I was 18. Not only was he
Not a big deal. You're 18. Doesn't matter. It's legal.
much older than me, he was also the manager at the tutoring institution I studied at. Side note, I am now happily in a long-term relationship with someone age appropriate, and I am well aware everything I'm telling you in this story is yuck. It all began when I was
Is it?
16 or 17.
Okay, well, you're saying it's 16, 17. You said you were 18, question mark. Because then it was like, okay, whatever, you're an adult, you can do whatever you want, but what? What do you mean 16, 17 now?
I'd been attending the tutoring institution for a few years when they decided to change management. I obviously paid no attention to structural changes of the business because what student would, but then in comes, let's call him Johnny, because his real name was also a stereotypical Western Asian name, like Daniel. I'm just kidding. He was short, but height is almost never a concern when you're thirsty like a mother. What did matter though was that he was toned, well-spoken, well-dressed, mature, and spoke Vietnamese fluently. Why does the last one matter, you ask? Well, because I'm Vietnamese and I was dead ass imagining a future with him already. Disgusting. So what did I proceed to do? Instead of leaving it at a cute little teenage crush, I come onto him hard. I straight up finesse my way into his Facebook DMs at 17 years old. Like, I can't even blame this man 100% because I was fucking throwing myself at him. Jesus, I would have slapped the shit out of myself if I could go back in time. Fuck the space-time continuum. Where I can blame him, though, is for entertaining my dumb, thirsty ass antics. We went from awkward, and I mean awkward conversations that highlighted the stark differences between the stages of our lives to straight up sending nudes on Snapchat almost every night.
Wait, did he know her age?
Okay, well now if she's 17 and they're doing that, well then now it's illegal and he's a filed, I guess. You don't use you're not supposed to use that word for that. There's a different word for if they're a teenager, but I feel like it doesn't matter, right? It's easier just to say file.
Age?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He works at the
He works
tutoring
at the tutoring.
institution.
Yeah.
Damn.
How old is he? 20?
27.
Like, do you remember when you were like 16, 17, like how naive you were?
Like, I think...
You know?
Okay. See, this is the part that people are going to cancel me for. I think I can have a somewhat like a big sister, little sister relationship with like a 17-year-old girl, let's say. But I'm imagining like a romantic relationship with a 17-year-old, and I want to gag.
I mean, that's the case.
I mean, that's the case, but even 18, oh, it's gag. Sorry for breaking all the 18-year-old boys' hearts out there, I know. I was definitely the object of everybody's affection. Straight up sending nudes almost every night. I thought I found love. What I actually found was A, male validation, B, an outlet for my horniness, and C, a man with minimal self-control. So after months of talking online and pretending like nothing was going on every week I saw him at tutoring, we agreed to a friends with benefits arrangement. But in my head, that meant he was gonna love me one day. Mans refused to even add me on Facebook, let alone love me. Fucking dumb bitch. That was her saying that about herself, not me saying that. That was her, she said that. Even though we had that arrangement, the most I did was give him head in his car. Whoa, 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 on the side of some random street.
Again, no, she's 17 at this point, because again, that's illegal.
Dirty little naive hoe that I was. That was.
I think it's illegal anyways.
Because man's had morals or something. Insert eye roll. Turns out he hadn't gone all the way with me at this point because he was worried about me not being legal yet. Like, bitch, as if that mattered anymore with all the shit you sent me. But anyways, a couple months after I turned 18, he booked a hotel room. I want to throw up at the thought of this. I waited 2 hours in the city for him to finish work and then go to the hotel room just for, in hindsight, the most mediocre sex I've had in my life. It's always the predators.
But how would you know?
She knows it now that it was mediocre.
Listen, you will always know. Even if you don't know now, you usually know then. Because you feel it and you're like, well, nothing happened for me. We went to the hotel room and I thought it was about to be the spiciest time ever. But he was more nervous than me. Mans was terrified the entire time that the condom wasn't gonna stay or that I was somehow gonna miraculously get pregnant, which I mean, fair. But geez, it was my first time and this 28-year-old man was shaking more than me. The night turned out fine. By the time I was euphoric. We ended up going down on each other one time at the tutoring office before school holidays. Oh my god, you're making me burpy. The same place that I had been casually studying at a few weeks before. Then comes sex the second time round. I was almost 19 at this point and still stupid AF. I was at another hotel, which was hella awkward, but the hotel clerk saw us at check-in and check out within 3 hours.
How many of these do you think a hotel worker have seen?
So
like
many.
checking
Too
in,
many,
2
too
hours
many
later,
times.
checking out.
Too many times.
You're like, hey, can we get extra cleaning for a room?
Extra towels.
Clorox.
But what was different this time was that Johnny Boy had a full-blown panic attack after we had sex. He was that worried about the whole situation that he started freaking out in the hotel.
I was like 19 at this point. Why is he freaking out so bad? Like, talking a big game this entire time, and now he's just a scaredy cat.
I had no idea what to do. I tried to comfort him to no avail. We ended up getting dressed and sitting in the room for what felt like an eternity, and then he couldn't even drop me off at my dinner reservation with a friend because I couldn't even drive yet. But surely, I thought, that was an intimate situation. He must feel something for me. She still wanted him? Nope, wrong.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on through it. I mean, I don't have much to say about this kind of scenario.
2 months later, he got a girlfriend and ghosted me. Haven't seen him
Oof.
since. It's been 3 years. I don't know if
Well, I mean, good. Just let him. Just stop. Forget about him.
you're over it.
Well, I mean, actually, I wasn't really thinking about it. Maybe she's right. Maybe she isn't over this. Over him, even though it seemed like he was pretty lame in the end, right?
And it's okay. I don't think you're into him. I think sometimes, people always say, oh, you're not over it. That means you still have feelings for him. No. Sometimes Johnny boys be f***ing up too hard. And you just got this anger that just is there. I feel like the rounds get juicier and juicier. I feel like each one, I'm like, okay, there's gonna be no confessions now. Like, there's gonna be no juicy ones anymore. And here we are, episode 4. There's gotta be a 5. I'm addicted.
This is actually pretty fun.
I'm addicted through living through you guys. It's so much more fun than Reddit, because I feel like I know you.
The way they type it too.
Yeah.
It's like so descriptive.
So good.
It's always a teacher and.
Yeah, I'm telling you guys are teacher first.
I mean, some of them are just like, okay, bullet point, end. There's no finesse in the middle, or like it just comes out of left field. Like there's no prep to it. There's no slow burn. It's just, again, just bullet point.
Like, and that's fine. Maybe that's what, how like...
I need a confession from those teachers.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, next up we gotta have a teacher confessions. That would just be asking for the FBI to come, no? Yeah.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
that's why we're not getting the teachers. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Make sure to check out Caseify, because one thing I know is that these confessions have taught me we are a reckless bunch. We are a bunch with sometimes no standards, morals, or, whereabouts. And that's fine. I'm with you guys. So get yourself a Caseify phone case, and I will see you guys.
So that is that video. It was less talkative this time around, outside of that VR ramble that I went on earlier. I kind of just realized what I was saying earlier, where I was saying, hey Elon, can you not, kill monkeys in your attempt to, give me full dive? Which I don't know if anyone thought, like, oh, didn't he say he hates monkeys before? So why is he, like, sticking up for the monkeys now? I mean, I hate monkeys, yes, but that doesn't mean I want them to have their brains fried by Elon, ? That's obviously not the case. Also, allegedly, there is more than 9 videos in this kind of confession series. There's like 19 or so. I think we did one kind of a long time ago. She did a story, like an actual proper story, and then had confessions at the end of the video, which is kind of where this all started. I don't know if that's part of that playlist, but yeah, there's some sort of playlist, alternate playlist that apparently has a bigger list of these things. So this is going to be the last video of the confession week for now, and we'll probably be back on Monday with like a Chinaverse video, and we'll see where we're gonna go from there. Maybe we'll just have like a Chinaverse week, even though I'm kind of like, oof, we just had a week. Do I really want to do another week on top of having done a Dark Asia week prior to this one? But we'll see where this ends up going. But yeah, apparently there's more videos, so we can end up doing more confessions eventually. Granted, there's still what, 5 more confessions videos in her official playlist, but there's still 10 more after that somewhere apparently floating in the ether. So I'll try to find those too. I need to go back and make sure I figure out the Chinaverse list again, because it's such a big list that I'd have to like scroll through and figure out everything again of like where we're at in the list and what I need to react to next on that. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be it this time around. So yeah, thanks for watching. Remember to buy my stickers. I think about becoming a member, subscribe, and subscribe, because we're doing watch time and subscribers, and over we have thrown out as well. And shout out to the members, EmmyStarr, RaleyDrew, and alexgkiller 880. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Tune into the next episode. Like, subscribe, comment. Another do. See ya.